Guinness, Ghana Breweries. Kumasi Breweries, Guinness, Ghana Breweries now took that up. The Get Fund took it up. GES, through CHAS, took it up from 2012. And this is where we are today in 2018. So exist, survive, and thrive. So I will not take too much of your time. I'd like you to enjoy the evening. And as we leave here, to remember that Prime Time is very appreciative of every contribution of everybody here. Whether you've been a sponsor, a collaborator, whether you've been a consultant, a quiz mistress or quiz master, because now we do have regional quiz masters since 2014. Whatever your contribution has been to the program, whether you're a staff of Prime Time, a crew member, family member, anyone who's donated to the program, we appreciate you all. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for us. We appreciate and we hope that we can continue to count on your support. Enjoy the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the Managing Director, Prime Time Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we would like to ask your crave indulgence to just turn yourselves a little bit at an angle as you face our screens, whilst we take a little bit of a journey through that 25 years experience that we have all truly lived and been a part of.
The National Science and Maths Quiz is the longest running independent production on television. It's the one program that brings education authorities, teachers, allied staff, students, old students associations, and parents together in support of science education at the senior high school rank of the education ladder. The objectives of the National Science and Maths Quiz are to promote the study of the sciences and mathematics, to help senior high school students develop quick thinking skills and a probing and scientific mind about things around them, to promote healthy academic rivalry between senior high schools, to a lesser degree, keep old students still interested in their schools and encourage them to offer help to their alma mater, to inculcate a degree of science culture in the Ghanaian society for all to see science as a way of life. Let's take a walk down memory lane and see how far we have come in 25 years. The idea was not proposed at a national science fair or conference, but rather on the tennis court of the University of Ghana, Legon, where Mr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu, then managing director of Prime Time, was at the court to play the game after his own heart with his playmate, the late Professor Ebenezer Kweku Awotwe, Professor of Animal Science. Mr. Mensah Bonsu was curious as to why birds could stand on a live electric wire without getting electrocuted, but human beings could not do so. From Professor Kweku Awotwe's explanation, Mr. Mensah Bonsu got the idea of a quiz program focused on scientific explanations behind everyday phenomena, in addition to the topics from the regular science curriculum for senior high schools. Thus, it all began 25 years ago, in April 1993. Since then, the National Science and Maths Quiz (Nsmq) has seen 22 exciting editions.
Selecting the quiz mistress and the gender was entirely my decision. So one Saturday evening after tennis, we were sitting in Commonwealth Hall senior common room, and then Marianne was there. So I just said, he said, you talk to Marianne. Have you spoken with her? I said, no, I'm going to talk to her. So I talked to Marianne. Then Dr. Marianne Addy, later Professor Marianne Addy. I told her about the program and that I needed a quiz mistress. I wanted a quiz mistress. And she said, but why me? I said, you, because you are a female scientist with a PhD. Can you imagine the impact that this would have on the children, especially the girls? That I want you to be the quiz mistress, whether you like it or not. In fact, I've selected you, you are the quiz mistress. And she had a good laugh. I said, okay, I'll do it. And then when Marianne was leaving the program after 7 years, and this she recommended Eureka MFA at Dumako. And the first time I met her, I said, well, of course, if you're called Eureka, that's a name that came out of mathematics. So then, you are a quiz mistress. I met Dr. Kaufman at a program, and she and Professor Alote came to my office to talk to me about some mathematics competition or science, international science competition. And I went and talked to Dr. Awotre. I've met her only once, but I think from the way she spoke and the way she carried herself. And Awotre said, well, strangely, that's the person I was also thinking about. So I said, well, your job is cut out for you now. Our 3 quiz mistresses have all been great, I must say.
There would have been no excitement without very interesting and well-crafted questions. The nature of the competition requires that questions be of equal strength and difficulty at each stage of the competition. A team of consultants were selected to work on the questions. This is how the team was put together.
Then I got my friend Dr. Adanu, to do the physics. So Asmeni for chemistry, Adanu for physics. Then for biology, Awotre himself, Mrs. Kwaku. She put together a team to do the maths. Now, beyond the first year of the competition, I got to know Dr. Douglas Edujemfi of the maths department. And Douglas agreed to be a part of the team. And since then, he's been a part.
The program was first recorded in October 1993 with the late Professor Marianne Irama Ade, Professor of Biochemistry at the University of Ghana, Legon, as the quiz mistress. It was originally named the Brilliant Science and Maths Quiz, as Lever Brothers, now Unilever's Blue Soap Brilliant, was the sole sponsor of the program. The name was changed to National Science and Maths Quiz in 1998, when Brilliant dropped its sponsorship of the program due to change of management and policy direction. Amstel Malta from Ghana Breweries Limited, now Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited, took up sole sponsorship of the program from 1998 to 2001, when it dropped its sponsorship also for the same reasons. Next, the Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, sponsored the program from 2002 until 2008. In 2009, Primetime took up the cost of producing and airing the program in the hopes of attracting sponsorship to help pay for the program. But this did not work out, as education clearly was not seen as a priority by corporate Ghana at the time. Consequently, the program was forced to take a 2-year break, that is 2010 and 2011. The program, however, was such an important event on the academic calendar of the senior high schools that it was sorely missed. Thus, students, teachers, and parents alike began clamoring for its return.
This program went into a lull because of a lack of sponsorship. And myself, Mr. Nsmq, we met the Director General and we said this program must not die. So I'm glad that at least a company or a bank for that matter has found it necessary to partner with us to sponsor this program.
Thus, The number of participating schools was increased from 135 in 2014, and the regional competitions, through which 108 schools are selected to join the seeded schools at the national championships, was born, with 3 schools instead of 2 competing against each other in each contest.
And the introduction of the preliminaries, along with 2 new faces as quiz mistresses for that round. They are Dr. Angela Lamte and Mrs. Gladys Shringer.
Since the competition was open